Story 1. Realize you will not truly be an adult until around 25, and try to avoid making life-changing decisions such as having children or getting face tattoos if you can. Story 2. There is a lot of rubbish and actively misleading or false information on YouTube and social media. Get your news and information from reputable sources. Work hard and play hard at 18. Work hard to achieve better career progression and personal fulfillment, but play hard because your 20s will go by quicker than you expect. Go traveling if that is your kind of thing. Work-life balance is important. Do regular exercise if you do not already. Running and swimming are great. Your older self will thank you later, I promise you. Even your current self will thank you. Make sure you learn how to manage money and be disciplined. If you are in the United Kingdom, moneysavingexpert.com is a great resource. Do not waste your money on fast cars. Story 3. Do not go into debt. Figure out how budget sheets work and use them as if you are 45 years old with a family of 6. Story 4. The work you do on your body now will pay off more than you can ever imagine. I am not saying do not go out drinking or having fun. Just be smart about it. Eat clean 80% of the time and work out somewhat frequently. Story 5. If you are 18 and do not know what you want to do yet, that is normal. You do not need a career or life plan. Try different things, change your mind, and explore what interests you. You have time. Story 6. Do not drink and drive. Do not inhale powders. Do not have unprotected sex with strangers. That will get you 95% of the way to being successful. Story 7. Get good at budgeting your money and stay disciplined. Eat healthy and exercise. Have humility but follow your morals. Other than that, do not sweat messing up here and there. Story 8. Only attend college if there is a good return on investment for the degree you pursue, such as engineering or computer science. Learn personal finance and investing through educational videos online. Story 9. Enjoy every day you are young and full of energy because one day you will get old and everything will start to hurt. Story 10. Work hard and save money. Allow yourself enough to enjoy your youth, but seriously, save. Story 11. Oh man. Do everything that won't cause life-altering harm. You are hardwired to take in everything the world has to offer. Your brain is literally hungry for exploration, novelty, and learning. Do it all. Stay up late. Learn everything that interests you. Go anywhere that feels interesting. The energy and openness you have is a gift that evolution gave you, and it will fade. There will be a time for boring routine, and you will love it. But don't rush to that. Ask for help. Ask people to teach you things. Ask for opportunities. Everyone is happy to help a young and interested person. Adults, not so much. If you want to try your hand at something, ask someone for a chance. Don't rush into the next phase of life where you have to pick a career or a partner. Most of us fall into these by accident while doing other things. If it happens, don't run away from it, but you don't have to chase commitment this early. Just be hungry for life. It's not that serious. And that is awesome. Now get off Reddit. Story 12. Do not put anything intimate on the internet. You might think you are okay with it at this age, but your brain will not be operating the same way 10 years down the line. Just let your brain grow a bit more first. Story 13. Do not do drugs. Love yourself and be grateful for life and the things you have, no matter how little or how much. Gratitude for the simple things grows and helps one lead a happy life. Also, learn from your mistakes and develop the self-awareness to know when you are wrong and be able to admit it when necessary. Story 14. Do not take student loans immediately. Try to avoid taking student loans whenever possible, but certainly do not put yourself at a disadvantage by taking them right away. Story 15. Create a budget. Maintain a 6-month emergency fund in a savings account. Open a tax-advantaged investment account and automatically invest whatever you can into a global index fund at the beginning of each month. Story 16. Enjoy your youth and do not ever put yourself in a position you cannot get out of, no matter what you are doing. Story 17. Realize and accept that you will not receive the same retirement benefits as elderly people today in a world drowning in debt. Build a habit of saving and investing 10% of your income in stocks to stay ahead of the curve because your future self will need it. Once you get used to first saving 10%, then living off the rest, you will not notice it. Give a gift to your future self of comfort and freedom from relying on others. Starting early will massively increase your wealth down the road due to compounding capital. Story 18. Open a Roth IRA and a high-yield savings account. It's not hard, in fact, it's easy. Live as if you only have $100 to your name. Spend little, save a lot, but remember to invest in yourself every now and then. Surround yourself with people who have experience, and learn from those who know. Accidents don't just happen. They are made. Your degree is not as important as the impact and value you can demonstrate on a resume. Build your skills quickly. You may think you have enough time, but before you know it, you're suddenly 21. Did you manage to do the things you were supposed to do? Did plans change? Spend time with your parents. They are all you have at times. Use protection. It is cheap, but children are not. If you like concerts, bring ear protection. Your music might not sound as good, but it beats the ringing afterwards. Story 19. Do not use drugs. The negative effects come from long-term use. Telling yourself you will only use a little or stop before it becomes noticeably bad is like playing multiple rounds of Russian roulette alone. Story 20. Do not let friends, family, or other people persuade you to do something that gives you a bad feeling. Trust your intuition and instincts. Story 21. 1. Be open to learning. 2. Get used to being alone and value your own company and free time. 3. You work to pay bills, not to live. You need playtime and sleep. 4. Take nothing for granted. 5. If you need advice, ask people who can give good advice. Your friends are your age and have the same limited experience. Ask someone else. 6. Life is not a race. You are not competing, and not everyone has it as good as or better than you. 7. It all goes by very quickly. Make good memories. Fill your head with good things and helpful things. 8. Be kind and respectful to others. Story 22. Don't feel the need to figure your life out. You are still a kid until around 25 or 26. Stay away from debt and hard drugs. Try a variety of activities to discover what you enjoy in life. Story 23. Stay out of legal trouble. You are 18 now and liable as an adult. This may sound silly, but you never know. Try to put some money aside, even if you are living at home, for emergency expenses. Story 24. Do not let nostalgia for your primary and secondary education hold you back. School generally is difficult for everyone, and being an adult is much better. Story 25. Ignore advice about never going into debt. Learn that going into debt is how you build excellent credit quickly, but you must learn to leverage it wisely. Also save money. Use a Roth individual retirement account and a regular investment account focused on dividend stocks. Explanations. Going into debt. You will not build a credit score without going into debt. Unfortunately, that is how the system works. You cannot pay cash for everything and then expect to get a home loan at 30 without credit history. Leverage debt and understand it. Debt can be useful. Get a solid credit card with good rewards. You can spend $2,000 to $3,000 on a nice trip, and if you have a job and can afford the minimum monthly payment, don't be afraid to pay only the minimum, carry the balance, and be in debt. Credit cards are valuable if you know how to use them. Leverage debt. While holding debt, many focus on paying it off quickly due to high interest rates, which is understandable if you lose your job or face reduced income. But what can you do? Take advantage of offers for 0% introductory annual percentage rate on balance transfers. Sign up for those credit cards and transfer your balance every 12 to 18 months. Usually, these offers have a 0% introductory annual percentage rate on balance transfers, meaning you pay down only the original debt. These transfers typically incur a 3 to 5% fee based on the amount transferred, which is added to the new card balance. Save money. With dividend stocks, you receive income for every share you own, sometimes quarterly or monthly. For example, Realty Income pays about 25 cents per share per month. Their stock price ranges from about $50 on the low end to around $65 on the high end, but the stock price is less important than the monthly income it generates. If you took $200 you might spend differently and invested in realty income shares at $50 each, you would receive about $1 per month in income. You can use that income to buy more shares through a dividend reinvestment plan or take the cash to pay down debt. Story 26. Just because you can start drinking, do not. You can still have just as much fun sober, and it will be much better for you. Story 27. Start saving now. The government does not care about you. The media is full of lies. The dream you were sold is a complete lie. Do what you have to do to survive. Do not listen to people who have never actually accomplished anything with their lives. Story 28. You do not feel like an adult, but you definitely are. Adults make mistakes and learn as well. Do not grow up too fast and treat yourself with kindness as you observe the passage of time. Story 29. The choices you make today determine who and what you become tomorrow. Pause and make sure what you are doing today is best for your future self. Story 30. Do not party so hard in your 20s that you have to spend your 30s cleaning up the mess you made. Story 31. Have fun and enjoy yourself, but also be smart. Save money for what is important to you. Be around people, including friends and romantic relationships, who love and support you and make you feel good. Avoid people who make you feel bad about yourself. Story 32. Don't waste the next few years going out every night drinking or getting extremely intoxicated. Maybe do that once a week. Save, save, and save. Invest if possible. It doesn't have to be a lot, but try investing a small amount each month. By the time you are approaching 50, you could have a nice amount saved for yourself. Story 33. Vehicle collisions are the single most likely cause of death. They are not a game. Do not drive intoxicated or be a passenger with anyone who drives while intoxicated. No matter how fun it feels to drive too fast, and it does feel fun, denying that does not help. It is not worth the risk to your life or anyone else's. Approach driving the way pilots approach flying planes. Be visible, be predictable, be boring. Have a plan, do not use substances, and check the condition of the vehicle every time before you get in. Do not use your phone while driving. That includes texts. Using it while stopped at a red light is still using it. Visibility and defensive driving save lives. Inattention, bad habits, and substance use end them. Story 34. Stop for a moment. Seriously, you are 18 now. You are legally allowed to do many things. But my advice is that you may have the legal age but not the ideal maturity. Just wait a bit. Find out, understand things, and only then take advantage of the legal age. A year or two, or even 3 or 4 years later, you will have time to do a lot. Whether it is positive things like investing in your driver's license or solid life plans, another 2, 3, or 4 years will not be too late, and you will have more tact and maturity for it. It happened to me. I thank God I waited a few years after 18, and it has gone well so far. Story 35. We do not get to dictate what role other people play in our lives. You do get to decide whether or not you will accept the roles others define for themselves. Story 36. Your parents aren't always having your best interests at heart. They may not even really know what that is exactly. Strive for safe, well-off independence as much as you can, as early as you can. Story 37. As a 21-year-old, take your time. I wish I had taken a gap year to reassess everything. I am not unhappy with where I am, but if I had taken a year, I could have reassessed myself, taken some community classes, and lived a little. You live once. Live it. Story 38. Get fixed. Don't be an irresponsible parent. If you get involved, make it for life. Put up with the bad just like you do the good. If you mess around, remember that a box of diapers starts at $56 to $80. It is very expensive to raise a baby. Get your plans in order before you give care. Story 39. Do not burn too many bridges professionally and socially. Those contacts and friends become harder to find as you get older. Story 40. Stay disciplined. Work out daily, get your sleep, and study something. Small efforts build over time. You will make mistakes. Take a minute to breathe deeply each time you feel upset or annoyed and think, what would I do if I were in the opposite position? Do not make rash or impulsive decisions. Keep a hobby that keeps you busy. You do not have to avoid alcohol, but respect it. You can miss a Friday party. It is not the end of the world. Put money into a savings account, even if it is just $1 a day. Try something new monthly. Ride along, visit the public library, hike in a new place, watch movies alone, and so on. Be open to new ideas and experiences. Opportunity is everywhere. Story 41. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of growing. One wrong step is not the end of the world. It is just a lesson for the next chapter. Story 42. Do not ever think it cannot happen to you. Also, after 32 years of hard miles, do not chase anything at all if it does not set your soul on fire. Story 43. Learn how to manage your money and do not harm yourself by having too much of a good time. There will be plenty of time to have fun when you are established later in life. Life can change for you in a second, so always prepare for the worst. Story 44. College has become a poor investment for most majors unless you are pursuing a career in the medical field, law, engineering, or education. These professions typically require degrees and certificates, and their curriculums are usually current. Fields that generally fall under the Bachelor of Arts title can often be self-taught by reading or working entry-level jobs in those areas. Do not overlook trade schools. Pipefitters and electricians often earn very high incomes, while some people with 4 or even 8-year degrees struggle in dead-end retail jobs because they cannot find opportunities in their fields. Start investing in a retirement savings plan, such as a 401k, as soon as possible. If your employer offers a matching contribution, contribute the maximum amount. This is essentially free money. The younger you start, the better off you will be. When you are over 40, you will appreciate having started early. Take care of your body, especially your teeth. Neglecting oral health can lead to serious problems later. Brush and floss every day. If necessary, missing a day of brushing is better than missing a day of flossing. Maintaining gum health is extremely important. Story 45. Be kind to yourself. You are going to make mistakes and feel lost sometimes. That is a normal part of growing up. Story 46. Get a credit card and start building credit, but only use it as a debit card with extra steps. Only buy with money you actually have and pay off the entire balance immediately. Basically, do not wait until you are 27 to get a credit score because you are too afraid of credit cards ruining your life. Story 47. Happiness is a series of moments. So, enjoy them, memorize them, and cherish them. Work hard and work smart, but don't forget to live. Remember that you have a purpose. That purpose is to be happy. It is okay to put your happiness, health, and needs first. Story 48. Invest any extra income or savings into retirement early, even if it is a small amount. Small money invested early is better than large amounts invested later. Story 49. Unless you are in a difficult home situation or have another reason to leave, do not rush to move out of your parents' house immediately. Try to save some money first. Story 50. Predict the consequences of your actions. You are old enough to foresee outcomes, but young enough that it is probably not a habit yet. Story 51. Enjoy your life to the fullest. Work hard and have your own house before the age of 30. Make the right decisions and prepare for the future. Save. Story 52. Stay debt-free, focus on a career, and buy a house as early as you possibly can. Most importantly, do not waste your time with pointless relationships that give you nothing in return. The best enjoyment in life comes when you have a career, financial stability, and financial freedom. Do not listen to others who say you should be out partying and drinking and not worry about your career. I am a fully grown adult now, and I have more money than I ever could have wished for when I was 18. I just wish I had it sooner instead of being the party and pointless relationship person I used to be. Story 53. If you are a man, do not engage with unstable individuals. If you are a woman, do not become attached to material possessions. Abstain from alcohol. It is not worth it. Choose peace and nonviolence. Respect all life and allow it to experience its own consciousness. If possible, meditate. Story 54. Stay out of debt and start investing for your retirement now. It does not have to be much, but start now and increase as your situation allows. The older you will thank yourself. Story 55. I did not start saving until around 30 years old. I am 42 now and took almost 2 years off to travel and enjoy life. Story 56. Take time to think about what you want to do as a career. Do not let people push you into something they want you to do, or you will be miserable. Story 57. If you are fit for service, join the military. You can learn a skill, save money, have your college paid for, and military service is great on your resume. You will also stay physically fit. Story 58. Do not attend any university or college. Learn some skills online, save some money, create a long-term business plan, and start by dedicating 30 minutes a day to it. Increase the time later. Invest in cryptocurrencies after doing your own research. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, and remember, this is not about eggs. That is all I can honestly give. Good luck. Story 59. Get a credit card with a very low limit. Use it sparingly, pay it off well, on time, and in full. You need to build a credit score. Story 60. If you need a credit card for payment, get Revolut or another free app where you can top up via bank transfer instantly. Story 61. Choose a profession. Focus completely and study until your brain hurts. Avoid socializing and keep to yourself until you graduate. After graduation, earn money and save every penny for 1 year. Do not think about relationships until you are 25 or 26. Now is the preparation for the rest of your life. If you fail, you will have few choices. If you succeed, the world will open up. Story 62. Do not rush into relationships or starting a family just because of jobs and children. This is not a game, and social media can mislead you by normalizing such behavior. Story 63. Surround yourself with positive people. Use protection. Invest in yourself and money. Avoid accumulating debt. Story 64. Invest monthly into a low-risk, low-cost global index fund. You will thank yourself in the near future. Story 65. Go to a good but affordable school, such as a state university. No one really cares where your degree is from, but $200,000 in debt at age 22 will burden you for 30 years. All the money you would have paid on your loan could have been invested and contributed to retirement accounts. You will have a substantial amount of money by the time you are older. Story 66. Build credit, scout for a credit card, and read the fine print such as annual percentage rate, annual fees, and penalty fees. Do not use the cash advance feature unless absolutely necessary. Story 67. Invest what you can into Ripple or Bitcoin in cryptocurrency, or buy Vanguard S&P 500 Index ETF, Vanguard Canadian High Dividend Yield ETF, or Schwab US Large Cap Growth ETF in stocks that grow at least 11% each year. Story 68. If you have no particular interest in college or university, work for at least a year, possibly teaching English overseas, then reassess. If you still have no particular interest, learn a reliable trade so you can always fall back on it. Story 69. Do not finance anything. Save as much cash as you can and invest everything you can into the Standard & Poor's 500. Story 70. Use drugs, drink, and have sex with many people to enjoy your youth. Otherwise, you will be another cliché middle-aged person in a sports car looking back on wasted youth for being sensible. Also, get an apprenticeship unless you want to enter a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics field or medicine, in which case university might be a good idea. Story 71. Go to a trade school. College degrees are very common now. Skilled professionals in plumbing, electrical work, heating, and all the things that keep the world running are increasingly hard to find. This means you will likely face less competition for such jobs, at least at this point in time. Story 72. This world will hurt you, cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Story 73. Budgeting is the hardest part for me. There are plenty of free resources and classes you can take. They help you understand your income and debt and plan for future challenges. Story 74. Learn about dividend-paying stocks after learning about exchange-traded funds. This will build confidence before moving into stocks. Use psychology along with investing. Think about what people will use or crave based on societal trends. In the end, you will be getting paid regardless of whether the market goes up or down. The bonus is that if you don't have money to invest all at once, just turn on the reinvestment option, and it will buy itself once it hits a dividend payment day. You don't have to worry about working for money. Instead, money is working for you. You can now choose to do what you want in life. And don't get into debt you can't pay. For dating, have fun and respect the person you are with. Learn about different ways of being in a relationship and showing up. Look into podcasts and other resources. Personally, I am polyamorous, which, when I grew up, had no representation, and I was often schooled or shamed. One last thing I can suggest is to invest in learning about who you are so it doesn't negatively impact future relationships and possibly cause you to lose something good. Enjoy life and laugh a lot. Life is a wild roller coaster. Story 75. When you start working, always keep a comfortable amount of money in your bank, like $1,000 at all times. This is your emergency fund. Never spend it unless something unforeseeable comes up, like a car emergency or medical emergency. This rule has saved me more times than I can count. Story 76. Do not use drugs or engage in toxic relationships. Focus on improving your life as much as possible and enjoy your youth. Story 77. Think about your decisions wisely. Have a reasonable amount of fun while taking care of your health. Do not go into debt. Save for a rainy day. Do not settle for the bare minimum if you are uncomfortable. Do your research on high-yield savings accounts. Story 78. Start saving for retirement now. It will matter a lot because that money is not just for retirement. You can use it to start your life by buying a house later on. Do things right, and you may not even have to retire at 65. I am slated to retire in my early 40s at the rate I am going with my savings. It is not the money you make that matters. It is the money that you keep. Making more will only increase your chances of being able to retire early if you save for it, even if that means you don't start out with luxuries immediately. I have been doing this for quite a while now and am very close to buying my first house by dropping a 33% down payment. Story 79. Travel as much as you can over the next few years. It becomes harder as you get older and settle down. Story 80. If you are doing anything involving heavy lifting, a manual labor job, or weightlifting at the gym, lift properly and within your own limits. Take care of your back and body. Story 81. Obtain some kind of certificate or degree in a high-paying, stable job. Get out of debt as soon as possible and work on saving at least $10,000 in the bank as a cushion. Story 82. Be very deliberate about what you want to do with your life. Ages 18 to 24 will probably decide the course of the rest of your life. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.